Welcome, welcome, my darlings. I muted myself. Welcome to Fortune Cookies Tarot. So I did a short earlier today. I think I'm going to keep doing that format where I do a short and kind of tease the reading that I'm going to do later in the day, the longer reading. So I can't mention the names of some of the players on this, but I think you guys saw the thumbnails. I think you know who it is. So word on the street is that the particular female that was incarcerated for a particular other male who was into all kinds of crazy stuff. She has spoken out in support of this particular non-working royal. I don't know if I can say his name. So, word on the street is that he is going to try and restore his name and possibly go back into litigation with I'm going to call her young lady, the young lady that filed charges against him and received a payout. So things have gotten very interesting. I think he is a little bit put off from being stuck on the outside of the BRF. And I think with the antics of the other one, that he thinks the time is nigh for him to come out of hiding. So let's take a look at the reading that I did on the short. And again, thank you all for being here. If it's your first time, welcome. If you're a repeat offender, welcome back. Thanks so much for supporting my channel. It's the best part of my day. Really love doing this. So really appreciate every single one of you. I adore every single one of you that show up for my lives and hang out. Again, my classes is starting part 2 of the 10 class series this week. You can still sign up on my website if you want. And if you sign up for part 2 of the Major Arcana, I will send you part 1 at your request. So I have a recording of the first class. So let's take a look. So this is what I took a look at in the short. 7 of Swords. This was, what is he up to? What is he going to do? 7 of Swords in reverse. We all know this is Alicia Wicker, sneaky snacker. This guy, when he's upside down, this is the scabs are coming off. We're going to find out who was good, who was bad, who did what. We're going to find out. The Lovers, that's about people coming together. That's about partnerships. So I'm wondering if this is going to be a partnership with the one that is currently incarcerated, the lady that is currently incarcerated. But absolutely, this 4 of Swords, he is sick of being quiet. He does not like what's being done to him. And up here, he's going to put an end to it now, or at least he's going to try. Ace of Wands, that is new start, trying to get his position back in the royal family and in the world. So let's see, is he going to partner up with the lady that is imprisoned right now? Let's see what's going to happen. I hope you're having a great day. Hope you're enjoying this. I will likely not be in the chats when this posts live. In fact, oh, you know what? Somebody told me to do this, to put my pre-recorded live premiere on the bottom, because I post these while I'm at my day job. And if I'm on a break, I can jump into the comments. But if I'm not on a break, I don't want my work to think that I'm doing these videos while I'm supposed to be doing my other job. CYA. So sloppy shuffles all over the place. So is he going to partner up? Are they working together, him and that particular lady? It looks like yes. So that they can both save their skin. It doesn't look like she has the goods, though. Right now, ooh, this is interesting. So definitely looks like there's going to be some throwing under the bus. This is really self-preservation. They're trying to get together to save each other, to save themselves. This Queen of Wands in reverse. Yeah, you know who we usually get this for? Like, we usually get this for the other one, the one that's in America right now. But I don't really consider her part of the royal family, quite frankly. She's like an ex-law at this point. But this is, there's fortuitous stuff on their side. It looks like this is going to help them out. Like this is good stuff. And it's separating from the devil. It is taking away any of those connections, any of those relationships. So it looks like we're going to see some bus throwing. Interesting. So what is his plan? And then we'll see if it's going to work. What is his plan? What is his plan for restoration? What is his plan? I think he's going to say that he was in a blackmail situation. I think that's what we're going to see. I think he's going to show that he made some foolish choices, that he didn't use his best judgment, that he didn't use his highest mind, and he got himself into a situation that he couldn't get out of. The future was bleak because of the information that was tying him up, or the data. I'm going to say data that was tying him up. He was completely taken out of power. He did not have any control over the situation. He was, in fact, being controlled by others. And he feels very, very foolish because he did not protect himself. So, how bad was it? Well, let's see. Is it going to be successful to divulge that information? Is that going to restore him to some level of good society? Is this going to work? Is this plan going to work? Because that's the plan. The plan is, I was blackmailed. I was put in a position. This is like the riskiest video I've ever done. I was blackmailed. I was taken advantage of, and I was put in a position. I was made an offer I couldn't refuse. Is this plan going to work? Is this kind of plan going to work for him? Are people going to buy it? I don't think people are going to buy it, but I don't think, people will be throwing tomatoes at him in the street. He's not going to be restored to the level that he wants to. Unfortunately, it's just not going to happen. Moving on to a different level, it's a rough and rocky road. There's still going to be this stain of the association with that person that had the island and the airplane and the big brownstone. I think it was a brownstone in New York, and all the young ladies that he had in his employ, or under his thumb, let's put it that way. There's going to be some level of restoration. I think within the family, there's going to be some kind of healing here, that it's like, okay, now we kind of got the whole story. Like, I think everyone's kind of hands off with him right now. And just like, oh God, it's like you really screwed up. The level of disappointment he's going to, this Five of Cups is always focusing on what they don't have, not on what they do have. So, the challenges that this individual has, he can't go on vacation to, a public resort, something like that. Boo-hoo. So you live in a castle, you have access to castles, you live in a huge estate. I totally understand, like, mo money, mo problems, that this is the reality is people are checking their bank account before they buy food. So, people can't pay their electric bills. What they're saying in Great Britain, heat or eat. Fortunately, I think we all had we had a super mild winter here in the Northeast, so, of the United States. Under the surface, it's just not going to restore him to that grand position that he enjoyed once upon a time. So that's going to be a bummer for him. Let's take a look at how Miss Fergie feels about this, because she actually lives on that estate with him. She actually is there, from what I understand. So let's see how she feels about this. Oops. She likes the idea of partnering up. She likes her lawyers. I'm just going to say, she likes lawyers. She thinks that he was an idiot, and that he really does need to fall on the sword, and let the secrets out. let people understand what's going on. And her plan is to bring back some of this charm from days of yore when he was younger, when he was, I know they all said Randy Andy, but it's kind of creepy now. But when, he was just kind of the charming guy in the second place. So, under the surface, she wants to drive the bus a little bit more on this, but she does like the idea of him partnering up with lawyers. And she does like the idea of letting everyone know that, he was put in a compromising situation. I have a feeling that there was, some drinking, some, hey, we're going to go have a good time. I think that's how a lot of people wound up there. The manifest, the alleged flight manifest is very upsetting for me because some of my favorites are on there. It's, did they get on that plane and go there thinking they were going to an island on vacation, or did they think they were going on there for Sodom and Gomorrah at sea? Like, what? Like, I know they said that about a yacht, but I'm repeating it. Sodom and Gomorrah on an island. But how does the one that's in prison feel about this? How does she feel about this? She's kind of hopeful. You know what? I think she really feels like her fate is sealed. And, her, like, they're not going to overturn her sentence. She's going to be there. Is she trying to tell the truth? Not necessarily. She's very bitter in there. And I think she is trying to fry the one who left her to, I hate to say hang, but left her to hang. So I think that's really her motivation here. So, are we going to see any revelations involving the American that's back here? Are we going to see any revelations with that? Is he going to give any revelations about her? We'll just do head, no, heart, under the surface. That's a tough read right there. So head says to him that it's not going to serve anybody well. It's just going to specifically disrupt the lives of children is what he's thinking. I don't think he's a terrible guy when it comes to the children in their family. His heart, he's pissed off and he would love to do this, but under the surface, I don't think he's made of that. I don't think he is a vicious person. I don't think that he's a vindictive person. I think he has a tough time with that. So that's what I have to say about that. And last but not least, what does King Charles? Now, I apologize. The last video I did that I referred to this individual, I called him Prince Charles. King Charles, what does King Charles think of this plan? Does he even know about it? I don't think he knows about it. I don't think he's involved. I don't think he wants to be involved. I think he's like, let sleeping dogs lie. He wants him just to be quiet and not do anything. He wants him just to kind of eke out the rest of his life the way it is. And he will pay him some money, but he thinks that it's not for the good of the family. It's going to kick up a lot of dust and craziness. So that's about that. So he does not like that plan. Everyone keeps interfering with his coronation. So I hope you all enjoyed that. I hope I don't get in trouble for it. But thank you so much for being here. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. My channel is growing, and it's all because of you guys. So I really appreciate it. The more you comment, the more you like, the more other people get to see me and get to see these crazy readings that I do. Again, I have plenty of room for readings. I'm going to come up with a Valentine's Day special if anybody wants to get a Valentine's Day read. So I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do. If you have suggestions for a Valentine's special, put it in the comments. But as always, thank you so much. This is my favorite part of the day. And you can always go to my website and see what's going on the events page. I post up the links for Dueling Tarot. I post up all my classes as I have events coming up. Even if we're Shelly and I are talking about doing some live events. We're talking about jumping in on some of the tattoo conventions that are locally. So we'll do booth there, hopefully. But I hope all of you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you soon.